Today about to be reacting to Spotify lied to you. Now me personally, I don't use Spotify anymore. I used to when I was younger, but I started using YouTube Music just because the simple fact that they had a lot of unreleased Juice WRLD music and a lot more music on YouTube Music. But now they took a lot of stuff off. But still, I got too many playlists to get rid of it. But let's see what he talk about.
Universe.
Welcome in or welcome back. So I never talked about this when it first happened because, frankly, I was just late as I usually am. Plus, I don't use Spotify to listen to music. I just use YouTube Music, SoundCloud.
See,
and
real
a
niggas.
title.
See, we on the same wavelength. I use the same shit to listen to music.
Platforms where I think your money is well spent. Well, one of them is actually terrible, but I already made a video on that. So about a month or two ago, Spotify, along with the Rap Caviar playlist, ran an ad campaign that I truly believe in my heart makes zero sense. And once we get into it, you'll understand exactly what I mean. But this honestly will show you that these multi-billion-dollar companies are not tapped in. They're not even aware of what culture actually is. Why would they be? I mean, look at the Spotify's, CEO, chairman, whatever, and tell me if you think this dude would know anything about culture. Come on, y'all. And to be fully fair, this is the chairman, so it's not like he greenlighted this campaign himself. I mean, sure, someone probably brought it to him in his office, and he was like, yeah, let's do that for sure. Let's seem like we give a fuck by platforming who we feel like, are hip-hop's current leaders. Yeah, right. Now, mind you, this was posted on Rap Caviar's Twitter, and as you would expect, it was met with immediate criticism, of course. And look, before I tear this list apart, I will provide some positivity.
Hip hop new leaders and the new rising group has established hip hop's pace setters every 5 to 10 years. By 2016, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and others had cemented themselves in the leaders of the 2010s. A decade later, several talented artists have shown promise of being rap's next big thing. But they have yet to follow our Mount Rushmore's footsteps. New superstars are essential to the health of the genre. So new leaders must rise alongside. I thought they was gonna say the new people. Honestly, who would be put on a
At
new?
least they.
Who would they put on a new Mount Rushmore of people that make music today? Drake, he's still here from 2010s. He's still here. Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Sexy Red. Who else make music like just bangers? You could say Bossman D-Lo or Big X the Plug. I don't know, but let's see.
Right. Like they got billboards for this, and I think the effort is like there for the marketing. It's just what they're marketing is
Excuse
when,
me.
they basically shit the bed. So let me read this to you real quick. Hip hop thrives on constant reinvention, with bold voices and fearless experimentation continually pushing the genre's boundaries. Every era brings new leaders, and now Spotify is asking fans worldwide to help choose who will guide the new chapter. Yada yada yada, Black Epstein, Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, whatever, right? And the people to vote on as leaders of hip hop are Lil Tecca, Baby Keem.
Man, what the hell is this? I know they did not put no damn Lil Tecca as a leader in hip hop and Baby Keem in a leader in hip hop. Orange Soda dropped in like 2018. Fuck is they talking about?
Central C.
Central C.
Global.
I know you fucking lying, bro. The UK artists, UK artists. Hell no, man. Hell no. No.
Sexy
I could see Glorilla. Okay.
Red, Big X the Plug, Rod fucking Wave,
Yeah. Rod Wave for sure. Rod Wave. Yeah.
Dolce. And I feel like I'm leaving a name out, but if I did.
I know they
blow
not
it
just
up
say
on
Lil
the
Tecca, bro.
And
And Baby Keem. Baby Keem. That's fucking insane.
Oh my god. Yeah. So listen, because I know y'all think I'm just here to hate on these artists, I kind of am, but not in the way that you think. At least not for all of them. My problem
Nigga,
with
Baby
this
Keem got one
is
song.
not all of these artists suck, right? My problem is that Spotify, Rap Caviar, whatever, is just mixing up who's popular and who's just got the industry basically sucking their dick right now, and who's at the top of these playlists with real influence. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not making sense. So a leader just bro, let me break this down for you, right? Just because they're a successful artist, that doesn't make them a goddamn leader. When I think of leaders, I think about people who are genuinely bringing something very new to the table for this, like a new sound or a new
Yeah.
direction in where hip hop is going.
Drake
When I
has
think
done
of
nothing but evolve his sound over time. That's why he's still relevant to this day. So I
leaders,
stick by
I
that.
think about someone who's influencing a lot of
No
shit
weak
without
ass
doing nothing
curls.
but dropping music, even if it's not that great. And someone, that has cultural authority, like someone huge, like Kendrick. He has the lyricism game on lock right now. Am I a
Facts, yo.
fan? Absolutely not. But I can acknowledge that he's where he is for a pretty good reason.
Facts.
He won all them damn Grammys for a lot of reasons, but I can't deny talent. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go up to a random Japanese person in Shibuya and ask them if they listen to hip hop, they might be like, "Igarashi no nakukuro ni." Yes, I listen to Drake.
No, this nigga is stupid, bro. Why the fuck you just here and do
Everybody
that?
knows that
Hey,
the
yo,
place
let me
to
get an
find a
ad
place
block when I
is a
get
part of
monetized, bro. Don't worry about it. But why the hell you do that? But no, that's actually like a genuine good
Parents of
question.
children who play
Who would be
Roblox.
considered a leader
If
of
your child was
today's
sexually exploited,
music era,
abused,
other
or
than
pressured,
Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Sexy Red, Glorilla? I don't know.
Yo, I'm so sorry. Like Drake is global, and I know a lot of y'all don't like him or whatever, but he's huge. Pause. And who else? You got like Future, who literally inspired like so many of these artists today that, it's actually ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I forgot
right?
about
And
Future a little bit.
those are some leaders. And what Spotify did is pick a bunch of people who respectfully just reside in fields that are already a thing, their waves that are already exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody on this shit is bringing anything new. And damn sure don't got that much influence if we're just keeping it a buck, bro. Then it's like, it's not even just about that either. A lot of these artists have been around for like a minute too. Like, at least some of them have been around for like, and I'm just ballparking it here, but for like 5 to 10 years. I don't know, gang. It's giving Sofego up next. Are y'all peeping game, bro? Then some of these artists have platinum records. Like, I guess they're the next new leaders? No, you can't be a next leader and already have a fully established career with label backing. Like, is it possible? Somewhat. But that doesn't apply to literally anyone here. So Spotify, you know you're not even remotely slick, right? You're telling me that the same options you picked for this just so happen to be the artists in these playlists that y'all have, that this has nothing to do with the fact that
Damn,
they're already in.
who listens to Rap Caviar these days? For people, bae, you use Rap Caviar on Spotify? Do you use Rap Caviar on Spotify? Anyways, who uses that these days? I used to use that to like play random music when I was playing a game in like what 2017, 2018. Like, bro,
Rap Caviar playlist. There's absolutely no bias.
Nothing.
Here. You really want to tell me that?
Never
You're
mind.
fucking lying. You're lying to me, and you're lying to everybody watching this video, and you're lying to anybody that uses
passed
this
it.
dumbass platform. And honestly,
Alea,
that's one
I'm
of my
recording. I'm past
Okay,
it.
don't talk to me that shit.
I'm like,
your
dog.
issues with Spotify is it always feels like it's too data driven. Like they're not really focused on what's actually going on because their marketing team, especially Rap Caviar and hip hop as a whole, is going off of what they think people are really rocking with right now. And you can tell by these damn names. The girls are not talking about Sexy Red like that anymore, bro. That's just
But
what
she's
y'all
still a
think is
pillar
bullshit.
in the music. She's still the hottest girl artist. If you ain't gonna say Sexy Red, then Glorilla for sure. I'll give it to Sexy Red or Glorilla.
Because they're actually not tapped in. Sexy Red. Be for real, bro. She already went on the 20v1s and the damn stream tours. I ain't gonna lie, we all caught on to her bullshit like 2 years ago. And I'm not saying she's not successful. Like, I'm just saying these girls aren't really cutting on Sexy Red like that anymore. Trust me, they're not. But I'll get more into that later. So because they're missing artists who I feel like are actually leading and changing the game right now, I might add in my own leaders, but honestly, I might not do that. But I do just want to at least explain why I think this whole list is trash. And unfortunately, because I like to cover all my bases, I have to go over each individual artist. So let me start off easy with Lil Tecca. Don't get me wrong, bro. To this day, I be bumping Tecca every summer at least. But Tecca is fine. I think he is really good at making like a big song. But the weird thing about him,
Man, what's the last big song Tekka made? Black, White, What You Want, Ransom. A song with the kid Leroy. Like, let's be real. But he
Why
closed the door. Thank you.
like in this weird spot is that like we don't really know anything about him. Like there's no real lore to Tekka unless you're like an underground nerd and you remember the Ottoman Tekka era or the fact that Tekka basically used to do packing on live and just make fun of niggas or when he was beefing with Lil Mosey in like 2019. Like Tekka plays it
They
so
was beefing. Imagine.
with his music that he's allowed himself to realistically be set for life. I feel like he's a great artist, but he's not amazing. I mean that respectfully because I love his music, but I just think putting him in a 2026 conversation about new leaders doesn't really make a lot of sense. We only hear and see Tekka when he's either about to drop an album or be at a festival. And there's nothing wrong with not being in the spotlight like
What's
that.
the last hottest song Tekka had? What are you talking about? You don't hear Tekka like that no more, bro.
This is about the new era's leaders, and that's just not Tekka. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Glorilla, I mean, she's
Yes.
cool for her audience.
Yes.
Like again, I don't dislike
I
Glorilla.
say she a new.
I think
I
what
say
she
she a new
makes
age
is
leader, in my opinion.
cool for her fans, which is a very nice way of saying that shit is not for me. But a pattern that's going to repeat as we go through the rest of these artists is that she's not exactly a leader of anything either. I'm gonna be real. Like, yes, she has a distinct
She the leader
voice,
of the
and yet
girls right now. Like who? What female artist is hotter than Glorilla or rap better than Glorilla right now? Don't say Sexy Red. Sexy Red could just make a good club banger. I think she's the most talented female artist at the moment, and that's what makes her a leader.
she's had her moments,
She ain't
but
no
a
Nicki
moment is not as
Minaj,
big
bro.
as a movement. You feel me? Like she's had songs blow up and be played everywhere, but with that, it's just like nothing about that really screams long term, and it definitely didn't really shape anything either. And you know, then again, no disrespect to her, but she's literally just resurging the Memphis sound from what I remember, and I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not her sound. So how does that make her a leader? I would honestly argue that Glow is more of like a rising figure for women, but not no damn leader. And I'm not gonna lie, her rapping voice actually annoys me very badly. So get that shit out of here. Bitch, I'm from Memphis. What you know about me? Like, girl, hush. Now Central C, I hate I even gotta say something.
Central C ain't no damn leader, bro. They play his music in stores like Hot Topic or something like that. Or yes, that's where they spam his music. No, bro.
Slightly negative
Who's
about
casually bumping fucking Central C? Who in America is casually bumping Central C? You just walking down the street and you hear somebody bumping that new Central C. Well, fuck out of here, bro. No.
because he does seem cool and I like watching his vlogs and shit like that. But to add him to the category of new leaders in hip hop, I'm sorry, but hell no. And I say hell no because yeah, like he's massive in the UK and he's even making his lane over here, albeit it's not that big because I've never met anyone in person that be bumping him, but
That's literally what I'm saying, bro. How could he be on the Mount Rushmore or leading the generation of whatever? He probably a
doesn't
leader in the
really
UK for
mean
sure.
that he's actually a leader. Again, go back to when I explained what a true leader is, and you tell me if Central C is doing that on a national level. Spoiler alert, he's not. Respectfully though, because I don't mind his music. And speaking of his music, now that I'm thinking about it, stylistically, it's not too much going on with Central C. And I'm not saying all his songs sound the same, but he's not really pushing any boundaries. He's in his own safe ass lane. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of like Tekka. I think Central C also just plays it mad safe, and that don't really qualify over here. I'm sorry. To me, calling Central C a leader, at least by Spotify standards, is like calling someone in the group project at school with the most organization the visionary. Like, is he important? Sure. Is he reliable? Sure. But rewriting history, like, or really even changing it, not really. Who else? Oh yeah. Big X the plug. Look, man, he's undeniable in what he does. You know, the numbers are there, I guess. But just like Central C, man, he not bringing nothing new. He's just refining a sound that already existed. You know what I'm saying?
But
So I feel
how new can you get? If you want to talk about bringing something new, then I guess you can call that one garbage ass nigga, bro. What is that nigga name, bro? He make them wacky songs that be sounding like it be sounding like straight noise pollution. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And then okay, you can call it Netspin because he taking off of rage music. I guess.
It's the exact same with him as it is with Central, and I realistically don't even have too much to say about this dude. Like, cool, Texas is on your side. That's sick, I guess. But to be a leader, you gotta have everyone on your side, or
True.
at least everyone be aware of what you're trying to do.
True.
And like again,
So
no
how
one
is
has ever
Rod
told
Wave not a leader then? If you want to, niggas just
me to
hate.
cut on that big X to plug. Like, are you shitting me, bro?
This
Yeah,
is
I don't.
Arby's
I don't.
new
Me personally, I
Triple
don't be
L.
around nobody
Wine
that's
by
like
the
saying
melted
that.
provolone,
But
caramelized onions, and steak seasoning will
honestly,
have
bro,
you saying,
if your leader,
"Hello,
if your
your
definition
Royal
of a leader
Highness."
is somebody that's worldwide, that's global, why is Rod Wave not
This
a leader on Mount Rushmore? I get why Big X Plug not. I get why Glorilla may not be. No, not Glorilla. The Central C nigga. I get why he not. But come on.
Then on top of that, bro ain't really been out all that long, and we already calling this nigga a leader. He ain't even got 7 years in the game.
True,
Fuck no.
true.
Moving on. Now, Baby Keem is a bit more of an interesting case as a
Fuck no. Nobody would know who this nigga is if it wasn't. If Kendrick Lamar wasn't his cousin, then they wouldn't be saying this. From my understanding, he's a one-hit wonder, bro. Nobody want to hear that,
to that
bro.
last nigga because Keem very could possibly well be a leader
No.
at a point. But
No.
to say it now is crazy. Keem is related to Kendrick Lamar, right? So I feel like this honestly creates an issue that people don't really bring up enough with his career. Do y'all remember when X and Ski Mask had that like mini beef going on because Ski separated himself from X to grow as his own person and X didn't really understand that in the moment? Well, that was a lot easier for him to do because he's not literally related to him. While Keem, on the other hand, will always have that perception of Kendrick's cousin. Could you imagine how annoying that is? Because it's like, are you your own thing separately?
And that's an easy lob. That's an instant lob. Instant slam dunk. Cuz, come get on this song with me. My cousin Kendrick Lamar. Do you know who I am? What? I love to be Kendrick Lamar cousin. Come on now.
Or are you a small thing connected to a much bigger thing? And
Yes,
that's
you are a
not
small
taking away
thing
from
connected to a much bigger thing, in my opinion.
at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it definitely complicates the whole this guy is a leader, quote unquote thing. Like,
He's
leaders
not a leader.
have people connected to them, not the other way around. And again, the recurring theme here is that this nigga, yet again, ain't bringing nothing new to the table. So it's like, why are we calling actually?
This nigga is Kendrick Lamar's protege. He's not bringing nothing new, bro. I don't want to hear that.
Not we, excuse me. Why does Spotify think that he's a leader? Algorithm, bro. That's it. His influence isn't that wide. His style really isn't shaping shit. And his career is nowhere near there yet, bro. So cut it out, Spotify. Moving on, because I'm starting to get annoyed that I'm basically repeating myself for every artist. Rod Wave, okay. I know you niggas love Rod Wave, so I'm not gonna do what I used to do and just rip him a new one. I progress as a person. That don't mean I'm gonna sit up and lie though. Do I think he's trash? That doesn't really matter. What does matter is that to say he's a leader in hip hop, it's kind of crazy because
How?
everything I be hearing from Rod Wave is just this nigga whining over a Sigma old type beat. Like, he makes pain rap, bro. And dare I say that one thing that's damn near a slur at this point towards artists. And here's the thing about that though. I think he's actually like mastered it. But the problem is that it was already there. Young
If he mastered it, then why is he not a leader? He is indeed a leader on the Mount Rushmore in today's society. And for that case, here's my four on the Mount Rushmore: Drake, Kendrick, Rod Wave, Glorilla. Boom, that's four right there. Indeed.
Kevin Gates. I can't really think of anyone else, but yeah, like, just because you can build the best house doesn't mean you created the plans. You know what I'm saying? That's Rod Wave's music, at least for Bots. I mean, his consistency is S tier, but to be a leader, you gotta evolve, like, take risks, reinvent what's already in front of you. And Rod Wave, he you know,
I'm genuinely curious to see who he would say is the Mount Rushmore of today's hip hop. I'm genuinely curious to see this.
I'm not gonna lie.
I can't wait to see
Sexy
this.
Red. Are we serious? What is this? 2022?
And she
We're
can make
still
a
talking about-
good hood banger. I mean, a good club banger. So I'm not mad at that.
Yo, my fault. Let me relax. I'm sorry. It's just be serious. Okay,
I'm not
what
mad at that.
exactly do people like about this woman, other than the fact that niggas want to fuck her and her lyrics are abhorrently like objectifying? Seriously.
I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all. It ain't too much to her characters and not too much to her persona. Shit, you know.
Like, she's so out there that it's damn near performative. I'll fuck a nigga on my period. Like, all right, bro, first of all, you're real for that. But we get it. You're a whore. Like, what else do you have going on? You know what I'm saying? The shocking nature of her lyrics is what brings the views. I understand, but what are we talking about when we say she's a leader? Of what? Thottery?
Yeah,
Explicit
yeah, yeah,
nature?
yeah. She got. I hate to say this, but she got our youth as a black woman in a chokehold. I know y'all seen them videos of them little girls singing "Sexy Red" on multiple occasions. The ones that's up in the car, hanging out the club, hanging out the window. Then you got the birthday party when they singing that one song with Drake on it. Yeah, bro. Sad to say, the CIA sent her. She's a plant. She's a plant to make our society as a black race degenerates, and that's all it is. They look up to her. They think this shit is cool, even though it's not. But she's definitely a leader to some aspect.
That's
So
what
I'm not
she's
mad
a
at
leader
that.
of, bro. And this is so off topic, but that music video she dropped a few days ago is fucking terrifying. I hated it, and I'm never watching it again. Now ask yourself.
I didn't
this
watch
question.
it.
You
I gotta
should
see it.
already know what it is, but is Sexy Red's music reshaping anybody else's music? No. If
Kinda.
anything, I'd say she's definitely pushing women towards a more energetic delivery within their music, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to see where Spotify was coming from with this, but
I see where they coming from.
I don't fucking see it, bro. Now,
do.
as far as her music being toxic for the youth or whatever, I mean, dude, who cares? Music, especially rap music, has always had explicit lyrics. It's just with her, I don't know. It's too intentional. Like, she's just literally saying shit for a reaction. That's why I don't really fuck with her music like that to begin with. But I mean, clearly it's not for a male audience anyway, so it is what it is. But anyway, she's not a leader. Doechii.
Get the fuck out of here. She got one song on TikTok. Man, bro, I'm gonna skip past
Let's
this
start
segment,
off
bro.
like this. Doechii is creative. She does the genre bending and has a really quote unquote interesting delivery.
She
of
got
her
one
music.
song on
I
TikTok.
think
What
the way
songs
she
does she
structures
got?
some of her songs is unconventional, which is good at times. But she's not a leader. And that's because she's respected by a lot of people, but she's not replicated. Like, no one is trying to sound like Doechii. I fucking hope. Spotify's dumbass team who put this together failed to realize that, yes, Doechii is cool right now, and at an upward angle right now, and exciting right now. But true leadership comes with time and widespread influence. How I feel about Doechii personally? Well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really fuck with her. I think any woman that gets on camera and says being a straight man is a red flag is a dumbass. Trying to push a very weird agenda that
Oh yeah,
creates
for
a divide
sure.
that
For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. Pushing this weak ass
Let's be honest
propaganda
here.
so y'all can have more foo-foo boys running around in the world. I might want to hear this shit.
never
bro.
been as big as it is right now.
Ain't
Like,
never.
even when women couldn't vote, bro. So, I don't like her. I think she's a weird person. And it's cool if y'all like her music or whatever, and you can send hate comments. I don't care. Up my engagement if you want. But
She got one
her
song,
music,
bro. I
you
might
know,
hear that.
it's not for me, but I don't think it objectively sucks. Like, I can find the good in anything, honestly. And she really hasn't been around long enough, again, to even be in that discussion. And with that, I think that's all the people that are on this list. And Spotify, don't ever do the show.
Oh, turn on that new Doechii. She fire, bro. That's fire. That new song Doechii drop is pure gas. I don't want to hear that, bro. Now let me know what y'all think, bro. Drop down in the comments. Who would y'all say is the Mount Rushmore of today's society? Wait, he probably said his.
Like, hip-hop
I'm gonna skip
and
past
say
this
like how it
segment.
was when we did have leaders. It's not like that anymore. And I mean, it's like, what? Could I come up with 8 people that I think are hip-hop's new leaders? No, I probably could. But I could damn sure give you about 5 people. Spotify decided probably in a damn boardroom that we're going to go off by guys who are consistent and at the top of the playlist that they created, by the way. This list of leaders is a fucking lie. And it's not stupid because every artist is bad. Some artists we talk about today are definitely not even remotely bad at all. But it's stupid because it's confusing potential with what they call leadership. And most of all, it's really just reflecting what Spotify thinks. Like, the
I thought he was gonna drop his, but again, mine, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Rod Wave, Glorilla, argue with your mammy, or drop y'all for it down in the comments below, and I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.